Alright, so I have like 20% battery life left. And I didn't plan on recording, but I'm like, just trying to stay ahead. So I've got a pair of these, and like I said, it's this and the plantains. This is water based. I think the plantains have are like denser, more dense. But I'm still gonna have to I could like now envision what my cabinet would be like. And I think like my family can include plantains. They grew it and they're not even using it. All right, so I'm like, all right, 20 minutes. This is what I'm gonna do, but God allowed me to be here this early. They could have, I could have waited like 45 minutes in the cold, but I'm here. So I'm. Let's kind of need to see me, right? So let's look at this here. Cabinet. Well, I started off with the peanut butter, right? A few things that are in my history. Like, I have a bottle, a huge jar of peanut butter that I'm using, right? It's in the suitcase. But when I decided to go natural, and there's so many terms I have to like relearn again, I did the peanut butter with the oil on it, the natural peanut butter. So I gotta do that. I gotta do the agave and brown sugar, the sweetener. I gotta get away from that the chemical stuff, right? Like, and these fixes are so simple. So I gotta go back to the language of. Let's. I guess we can walk back there, right? Well, here's a one of the brands. This is like an addition cocoa too, but I usually get that almond brand, right? What does it say here? Whole grain. Yeah, this is like, I don't know why I didn't realize I can eat this like forever and still be okay. All right, so this is what along the lines we should be going. Whole grain oats, like the earth of the blend in the world in it, right? That's like the second line or something. In the beginning of the word, in order is God, and so there, and that's the path, right? And that's when I decided to like figure out, like, wait a minute, like, why don't I know this stuff? And then I have to relearn it. I'm like, man, but I think my dossier is so clear. If someone goes in like my history of purchases, you can find it. All right, so we've got whole grain oats. So that's what's like between the chips and this. Like I binged on this and I was fine. I shouldn't be binging on anything, but like I had like the whole 3 box, 5 times 3, 15. All right, and it was okay. So it says something for the power of whole grain oats, sugar, almond butter. All right, so now I got to work on sugar. There's cane sugar, brown sugar. Oh God, I had it. Cane sugar and agave. So when as I became smart, more informed, there's green. There's 3 terms. Plant-based diet. That would coincide with Genesis, right? Plant-based diet. Oh God, going green, clean, natural. All right. So I went over this Truvia because of the plant, but I should be doing cane sugar. Right, look at this stuff. I should be doing cane sugar and brown sugar. I could be doing recipes with that. So the question remains, how does that work for a diabetic? Like, if I can handle all natural stuff, how does that work for a diabetic? Like the too much sugar, does it change as natural? Like, if I have like a bag of cookies, I'm going into a coma. And I'm a diabetic, but like my stomach, I'm bloated, nothing fits, my ring, my eyes are like, that's what happened to like my my eyes, like after 30, like what the heck, like whatever. So okay, let's go to canola sugar. So I went over to agave, and after I introduced something to my family, they're like, oh, what are you talking about? And as soon as I turn around, I see it in the cabinet. As soon as they come back for another trip, like, it's in the cabinet. I'm like, all right. So that's when they fought me, like, for the 9 years that I was doing vegan, when I like over 15 years ago, right? All right. So then you got sugar, and I'm like, You fought me, but you should know that. Like, the sugar came from your country. The plantain came from your, like. All right, so canola, almond butter, canola oil, palm oil. So I've got olive oil down pat. I got corn syrup, whole grain barley flakes. So I need to grow in grains. Like I shouldn't be running for flour, right? Honey, salt, baking soda, natural flavor. So, oh, it contains almond, may contain egg, milk, peanut, soy, and wheat ingredients. So, whatever grain is in here, it's grain. Oh, 14 grams of whole grain. 14 grams of whole grain are serving at least 48 grams recommended daily. Yeah, I never knew that. Like, I'll eat a whole bowl. Like, I used to do the multigrain Cheerios. Then I went over to Kashi and then I did the whole thing. And then, like, now I'm like, you know, I'm trying to, like, relearn, like, things that should be accessible to me. Like, you know, just like I'm trying to redo it, what I did 25 years ago, like 20 years ago. All right, so let's go over to the plantains. So we got grain, sugar. Like, I need to retrain. Like, I shouldn't be picking up certain things. Then later, I was introduced to sea salt. Like, even that, like Himalayan salt is like in TJ Maxx in those stores for like $5. So I shouldn't have an issue, right? So this should be seed plant. This should be it's gluten free. So this is gonna have to be included at some point. Oh, there's yucca. My friend introduced me to fried yucca. I'm at the boat, you know, long time, right? So like, this is what I should see in my mother's, like, cabinet. It's not. Granted, she have her, like, I don't know what she is, her maid or whatever. She cooks natural foods. But, like, for a snack, they should never be picking that other stuff. They should have this stuff in the, in their cabinet. All right, so, that, and okay, so there's some power in grain. Like, there's some power. Like, I figured the power of grain kind of late, but I always knew apple fiber. All right, that was along with. I didn't know the power in a miracle diet, but I would have it. But, like, once I started to go clean, then I figured out, like, whoa, this stuff is like acid. Like, it just burns. Couscous. All right. Oh, look, there's couscous. All right.